How's everybody? Welcome back. We're hunting now in 18-acre woods, which now I'm like 18, it's more like 10. But I have my trusty Sitka hoodie and my, I think it's a Killer Instinct Rush 380. It's a really good crossbow. I've harvested many deer with this. So, we're a bit early. 4:35, and we're sitting out in some nice woods. I have a video I'll post right up here, guys. Hello. Joke, I'm sorry, jokes. Your mama's gone, little boy. Can you move? Be back with the ATV soon, so I don't know. I didn't think the deer was this stupid. The other deer I got right over there was about 30 yards. It was like right by that tree. Not this tree, that tree over there. It's about 30, it was 25 to 30, but then aimed at about 30 yards, so it shot a little bit high. Like right there. Zoom in. It was like right in a high shoulder. So I don't know. Listen, this is not how all deer are. I don't know why they're standing here. I'm a human. I ain't got no more arrows. I can't shoot you. I'm not going to. You're too small. And you're too weird. Well, see you guys. Yeah, that video was cool as heck. But that was a deer that I shot at. That was two or three, I think it was two smaller deer. I shot at the bigger deer. It was about the first hunt of the year, which was probably a few weeks. I think 2 weeks ago. The deer came up about 20 minutes after I was sitting down. I saw the deer come close after like 20 minutes. I saw the deer just rush and then jump into the woods like crazy. I'm like, my heart started pumping. Like, how is a deer this early? It was like what, 4:20, I think 4:25, 4:30. Now it's 4:38. So a little bit farther from me, which I knew. That's why I sat there, because I've seen the deer up there. I used to check cows with my younger brother, and then we've seen deer right in that same spot. So I just sat right under that big tree, and deer slowly, very slowly. It took about probably 10 or 15 minutes, which isn't that. But about 10 minutes, they came up to me. They went a little bit to the right. It was a little bit far. I thought it was 30 yards, but then when I shot at the deer, I knew it was high because I saw blood come out of his upper shoulder. So I'm like, oh no, this ain't good. It ran, jumped over the fence. When it jumped, I'm like, how did it jump over the fence? But then I was I kind of felt better because I saw it slow down. Then I couldn't see because I was sitting down. And that's when the video I started recording. So then my brother come look for it. We went all through the fields. I followed the blood trail, just small specks of blood. It wasn't too bad, but then it just got worse and worse. It got to like a speck of blood that was mixed in with a little bit of dew on the ground. So it was not very good. Then the next day we looked all around, found nothing. Then after I was working, and it was near the weekend, like the past, I think 3 or 4 days ago, I heard it. And I told one of my friends at work. that my brother, when we saw the deer, because about when we were looking for the deer, we saw two of the same deer in that video in the 18-acre woods, the same woods I'm in right now. Like during the midday, I'm like, holy crap, they're right there. And then they started running. I'm like, we better follow those deer. We followed them with an ATV, and they ran across the street into the other people's woods. So we're like, that deer must have went very far. Because we thought they ran across the road, but they went across the road in a different spot. So then I'm like, yeah, we're not going to find this deer. Probably was a neighbor's deer, and it ran and then died in the woods. So I felt pretty bad about that. I started wanting to slow down hunting, maybe practice a little more, but what happened a couple days later, my brother said he saw the same deer across the street eating like nothing happened with a mark that was like blood mark, but it was like healing up on its way upper shoulder. So it was higher than I thought. So it was literally just a flesh wound and it was still walking around. So I'm very, very happy about that. That it didn't kill the deer. It did injure the deer, but I'm glad it's still up and eating and walking around. But that's why every second counts, but at the same time, you really need to take your time with a shot. It's better to have a deer spook and run because you weren't sure about the shot than hitting a deer and feeling guilty about it because you just injured a deer or killed it and had it die somewhere else in a worse situation that could happen. So we're out here again. My plan is that we had two groups of deer. The other group is about 3 deer right around here. They walked. They normally come from that way. There's other property like way, way, way down there. There's fields and stuff. But that's our fields, and then they go down to the road, and then more fields like a while, like probably 600-700 yards. But then there's another group that's over here that comes up here. There's soybeans. As you might be able to see a little bit up there. Let me see if we can zoom in. You can see some little bit of soybeans. Yep. See all that? That's soybeans, and up here comes way out of here, and the deer jump the fence. I've seen them do this because I've hunted, I think, 2 days ago, and I've seen them when I was hunting back over there where I shot that other deer, and I didn't see any deer whatsoever. And then when I came back, I was walking down this way to come back towards the house over here, and I saw the 2 deer in these cornfields ready to jump the fence and come like right over here. So then I'm like, oh, well, that's kind of annoying because it was like right at when shooting hours was up, they came and they were going to come on their property. So I thought I would sit up here because I might have a better chance of getting them. I have a doe, fawn, buck, grunt call, and maybe I'll get lucky and the deer will come out about a couple minutes before shooting hours. So then I'll get lucky. I'll look up shooting hours just to make sure, and I'll try to stay until the last second because it's annoying when the deer come out here. Then I should be able to get a good shot, probably to those trees, maybe a little closer. I didn't want to go too far because I want to be like between here and over there too. So they'll come from the soybean fields way down to those woods, way down there they come. Walk down there, I should be able to get a good shot. I'll range these trees and we'll see what happens. And if I get a deer, I might not be able to record it, but I'll figure out something, guys. Stay tuned. Today we're hunting in a different spot. I hunted yesterday down over here. Let's show a picture. Sorry, my hair is really, really itchy, guys. But I hunted way down there. And I've seen one like small button buck. I checked the cameras, and these are the pictures I've seen in the morning, the day after that hunt. And that is pretty good, but I'm not hunting in that spot because they came out in the morning. I didn't see them the day before, so I'm hunting way out here. Got a hay bales my back stuff in the fields. You can see these corn are our neighbor's property, so we're pretty close to our neighbor's property. But this is where I've seen the deer. They follow this corn path. Yeah, I could probably get a good shot at them, but I'm gonna really pay attention to the shot, so I get a good shot. And then these fences are pretty high, so if I get a good shot, they'll just throw themselves forwards and die, and they won't have enough energy to jump over the fence. So I'm probably about, let's take the rangefinder and check. We're 23 yards from their property line, so we're pretty close. They probably wouldn't run there because I think they live in those woods over there. They're not quite, they don't really live in our woods. We live in the other neighbor's woods. Our good friend, neighbor, I'm good friends with him. But we basically have property connected. So yeah, I'm sitting here, and we're gonna see if any deer comes. They probably do. They'll come out a little bit later, probably 6:30, and hopefully they'll come down this line, right this fence line. And I'll get a good shot at one. Just cross your fingers, guys. For next week, depends. See you guys later. Bye bye. Hey guys, welcome back. So from the last video, it's been about 3 days, 2 days. I hunted again, but I hunted closer to the woods and I see nothing. Now I'm in one of the tree stands. You can see. I'll show you a better view of it. But we're hunting here. I just got off work about probably an hour ago, and we're gonna see if we can't get a deer. I'll show you around. I don't want to talk too much because there might be deer close by, but I'll show you around a little bit, and we'll see if we can't get some. See if we can get some, guys. How's it going, everybody? So sorry if my audio is a little weird. I'm using this microphone. This clip you're about to see now is the deer that I thought I shot at. I'm going to explain that later, but I thought I'd just put this in of the deer, the buck that I thought I shot at, but then I shot way high and missed the entire thing. I'm just going to show you that clip just so you don't be like, oh, well, you must have got a buck, and then the next clip, me still sitting and trying to get a doe. I explained it after this clip, but I just thought I would say something so you guys know I didn't actually get this deer, but I thought I did because the shot looked really good. But this happens sometimes. Hope you guys understand. Oh my gosh, I'm out of breath, guys. I just slocked a buck. 6 point. I think it might be 8 point. It looks like a small 8. I've been the same picture. I'll show you one up here. Only 1 minute and 37 seconds on camera. I'm texting my dad and my brother. I'll get back to you. We're gonna look at the arrow so you can find some blood. Oh my gosh, guys, this is crazy. Right there. I ranged it before I came here, and like way up there it's 30, so I just aimed dead center right where I'm supposed to go, right there, because I knew that was not 30, so I aimed dead center, and it looks like it slocked him. It definitely hit him. He turned around and he started running, so I hit him pretty good. Oh my gosh, I'm shaking. Look at my. Okay, guys, well, our last clip you saw, I didn't get that buck, but I got a doe. See that blob up there? That's a doe, right on the tip of my crossbar, right up here. I just got a doe. This is about probably 3-4 days after the other clip you saw. That buck I shot at, I looked at the arrow and I'm like, I had to have got it. It was a perfect shot. I looked, no blood anywhere. I was so mad. I think I aimed dead at it, but sometimes the crossbows might shoot a little low or a little high. I think a little high at that because there's a little bit of fur on us. I must have just barely clipped it. It didn't injure it because no blood at all. Like not even a paper clip would have more blood, but they have nothing. So I came back out. Now this is the weekend. This is Saturday. Is it Saturday? It's Friday. I don't even know what day it is. It's Friday now. Just got a doe. Only sat out here for probably, I don't know, probably half an hour, 45 minutes, and we just got a nice doe. I'm gonna make sure it's dead because it moves around a little bit. I have my pistol just in case, but seems like a pretty good shot. It's probably about, let's see if we can range it. That's pretty good, guys. I was like, yeah, I got it right when I hit it, because I was researching how to shoot a deer, and they said you need to aim low, and I'm like, oh crap, I aimed dead on, and it was like 25, 30 yards, and it must have went right over it. And then people said, no, you don't aim low, because I did it and I missed the deer. You aim a little high because you're farther up in the tree. But that wasn't right either. So ranger right now, sitting at exactly 24 yards. So I aimed dead at it. Did I aim dead? I think I did, yeah. I might have shot a little bit high. Wait, so it does make sense. So you do aim a little low. But normally you want to aim for about a little bit low, like not exactly from the left side, sort of the back of the front legs. You aim dead center, like center mass in that area, or you normally should aim a little bit low. But I got it. It's dead right there. So Brother will come out. We get some good venison, boys. We good. I'm so happy. Finally. I was so pissed off because these stupid people are saying this aim, high aim, low. I'm like, what do I even do? So then randomly just deer came out from over here, ran across here, stopped right there, like right up where the crossbow tip is. They stopped like 3 deer, 2 smaller deer, 2 bigger does. One of the does saw me, and I moved, and she was sort of looking at me. She didn't quite see me because my camera works quite good. I moved my crossbow like this. It went like this, like literally, like I took my crossbow, like threw it down like that. It was loud. The deer, 24 years old, looked at me, stared at me exactly where I was. I still moved a little bit, and then they still couldn't really pick out me because I have my Sitka gear and I have my old coat, but you see more of my Sitka gear, and it worked really good because this camouflage. Look at my camouflage pattern. Look at the tree, almost exactly the same. There's the moss, like blue and yellow moss. And we slocked her. Boom! She came down. She did make some noise, though I haven't had that happen much, but she did fall down and she's dead. It should be good. Get back to you guys when they get in my pickup. You can hear the pickup truck. See you guys there. Yep, she's dead. Holy heck, she's a big doe. Mamma mia. There's a pickup. Who's driving? That locks. Dia. Wunk. Okay, we're gonna load this deer up and we'll see what happens. It's a little dented tailgate. Everything else looks fine, but